So I was waiting for a confirmation, and I got the confirmation. And it just shows what was being tried to be hidden right in front of our eyes. But it was being made in such a way to try to make you put down your guard and think everything was all your making. I mean, some negative something. Sometimes it's not your making, and it had just been allowed so that judgment could be served. So welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. So there was somebody or a group of people behind the scenes were trying to close doors on you so that you won't have any kind of resource that would make you shine out. So it was only to dim your light while they tried to copy your energy and present themselves as better than you and tell people, see, we are better than her, and have themselves chosen in your place. I guess we are talking about a feminine here. You might wonder why or how would they do that? And the answer is through stealing your Akashic records. They get to have knowledge and information of what might be coming for you that was good, so that they were out to just steal it and keep you out of the cold. It might seem impossible for some people, but such things happen. I don't know why they believed they would get better if they did that, but it was initiated by someone who once knew you and wanted to keep you stuck. So these doppelgangers or copycats were chosen to keep you away from your blessings so that they would appear in your place and take what was meant for you. Now, such kind of messages fall under karmic messages, which I try very hard to stay away from. However, this one needs to be out there so that you get to understand that if you feel stuck in any way, it's only spiritual manipulation to make you believe so. And that the minute you understand this, you can get out of the delusional spell and move on to what you are supposed to be. And actually, the whole drama's fault is because of the person who once knew you and later on became frenemy. They became bitter towards you when they didn't get their way with you. All they want is to try to make you feel unworthy so that you would not venture out to any mission or purpose, so that they could go on feeding on your energy. And I guess the next upload would be on that in a different way, God willingly. Well, so they were trying to close doors for you when all you wanted was just to live a simple life and provide for your loved ones. Could be family, siblings, or children. You're trying to mind your own business, but each and every time they have to make their presence felt to you. And it's just that they don't want you to have peace, because they don't have peace. But you know what? You have hidden helpers who see all these people's antics, and they have even tried influencing and manipulating the helper to not help you in any way. Maybe it's one person, maybe it's more than one person. You have hidden helpers. What they did not know was that just the way you see through them, your hidden helpers also see through them. And these people who decide to help also see through them in a way not to do everything in a way not to create attention. And that is the reason why you have not met these people as yet in 3D. May God always send good helpers like these people to you who are genuine and practice justice whenever it is needed. Amen. So they try all they can to collaborate with anyone who might be close to you to create towers for you, but God is great and will not allow such petty dramas to go on in your life. There will always be support for you no matter where you are, no matter what situation you are in. They might think that they have destroyed you, but they don't really know who you are or why you were sent to them from beginning. You're a walking karma that happens to anyone who tries to destroy you or do any mischief against you. This is what they ought to know about you. Before they do anything, already it is being taken care of behind the scenes, and it's all orchestrated by God's power and the spiritual team put forward to protect you from anyone who tries to stop you from fulfilling your mission. You already knew what you were supposed to do since you were a kid. Only those times, because you saw everything in a childish way, many things didn't make sense to you until you grew up. And that's when you started questioning everything, although you still were not that conscious of what was meant to be. They tried to block your instincts and try to get you to get into trouble, but then you passed that test too, because your love of God was greater than anything that existed on earth. They even tried trapping you in a sort of like a cage life, but you persevered and passed that too and started looking for your purpose and trying to align yourself accordingly. And it had been a long struggle, but here you are today, still thriving in your purpose, which is supported by God and always will be supported as long as you keep doing the right things you are guided to. I mean, you have come all this way, and it isn't for nothing. You might not have all the answers, but just know that you are on the right track, and God will always guide you in whatever you do. Just have faith in God. Sometimes you might not feel so tapped into God and feel isolated and that there was no one around to help out. But you're wrong. There are people around who see the truth and are willing to help you out. Forget about those whom you thought you could count on and they shockingly left you halfway and refused to help out when you asked for help. Sometimes you get help even when you don't ask for it. And that's because you deserve it, because of your own deeds, because of how you are living. You are a living proof of how life is meant to be lived. Because God knows and sees you each and every breath you take, and He sends help always when you least expect it. So stand tall. It's not over yet. This is just the beginning. And all who worked against you, trying to make life impossible for you, are already getting their punishment. And it's because they're getting the punishment, that's why they're getting even more mad and angry, trying to get back to you to take revenge over you, or take revenge over anyone else who tries to expose them in any way. So glory be to God who sees what we don't see. Amen. And for that, I hope you have a great day. And I hope it helps, and that you live your lives to the fullest, to your last breaths. Amen. So take care until next time, with much love. God bless.